Hello everyone, I am Sudipta. Welcome you all to my channel CAD Tutorials. We have already learned some commands in our previous classes and today is part 6 of our complete AutoCAD tutorial course. We are going to learn some new commands and draw some geometrical figures. But before starting, I would like to share some of my experience with you. I have learned AutoCAD in the year 1998 using version release 14. At the time, AutoCAD interface as well as mouse was not so much developed. For that, we had to enter many shortcut keys through our keyboards. After that, with the gradual development of AutoCAD software as well as the mouse, use of shortcut keys is gradually decreasing. I have been teaching AutoCAD for last 22 years since 2004 and there was a time when I used to emphasize my students on using both their hands for keyboard as well as mouse to draw faster. But at present age, AutoCAD interface is so much user-friendly and modernized that typing a shortcut key for any tool is just killing time. I would like to suggest you to try to remember the positions of the tools on the ribbon panel and activate them using your mouse click. Initially you may find difficulty, but on practicing you will be habituated with the procedure and get good control over your mouse. Though still there will be some commands which you have to enter through your keyboard only. Okay, let's start for today. We are going to learn copy, move, XLINE, EXTRIM, ray, SPLINE and polygon, all these commands. And before starting, we are going to draw this figure and here we will apply all the commands we have learned previously. So to draw this figure, I am going to draw a vertical line, clicking here and I am switching on ortho mode. Click in the status toggle bar here, then taking another point at the bottom, pressing enter to complete. Then I am going to draw a horizontal line approximately at the middle, pressing enter to complete. Now I will like to use offset tool. Going to offset tool in the modify panel here, you already know, clicking on the offset tool. Now giving offset value 120, this value I am showing. I want to offset this horizontal line up to this, so offset value to 120 I am typing and pressing enter, then selecting this line and clicking in the upward direction. Again I am going to offset and pressing enter again to enter the offset tool. This time I will type 180, you see it is here 180. I am typing and pressing enter. Again I am selecting this line and clicking on the upward direction to get the offset line, pressing enter to complete. Now I am going to offset the vertical line right hand side so that I can get this vertical line, this center line I am seeing here. The gap between these two is 220, so I am going to offset tool again and typing value 220, then enter, then selecting this vertical line and clicking on the right hand side, enter. Now I am going to draw some circles. First, taking this point as center point, I am going to draw two circles. You see here the inner circle is of radius 90, I am showing with my mouse, and the outer circle, the part of which remains here and the rest of the portion is trimmed, so radius is 160. So we need to draw two circles. Going to circle tool, clicking here, it is showing center radius, we need that, click. Then coming here, you see here for O snap midpoint is showing, it may create problem, so I am zooming here, then taking the point, click and typing the radius value, you see here 90 and then 160, so typing 90, again pressing enter to take circle tool, taking this point and typing value 180, and enter. So we have got 2 circles here. Then I am going to this point, going to circle tool again, pressing space bar. This time space bar also activate the last tool used. I have pressed the space bar to activate the circle tool, taking this point as center point and then typing radius value 30 for the inner circle you see here, and then 70 for the outer circle. So typing 30 radius value, pressing enter, then again pressing space bar to enter the circle tool and taking this point. You see here the midpoint is showing. We will not take the midpoint but this point, this cross point, click. Now I am typing the radius value 70, pressing enter. So we have got these 2 circles. Now you see here also we need the 2 circles with radius 70 and 30. The inner circle is radius 30 here you see, and the outer circle I am showing with my mouse, you see 70. So these 2 circles we need to draw again, but we will use the copy tool here to copy these 2 circles. So going to copy tool here, I am showing you, it is the copy tool. So clicking on the copy tool, now command window is showing select objects. So we need to select the objects which we need to copy. I am selecting these 2 using this cross window selection procedure. Selected, then pressing enter to complete selection procedure, because command window is still saying that select objects. So pressed enter to complete selection, and then I need to take this center point, this cross point, that means center of the circles here, as base point, because command window is now telling us specify base point. So base point is the point which I will take to position the copy of these 2 circles. See here, taking this point by mouse click, and as ortho is on, it is moving horizontally and vertically. So I am switching off ortho mode. Now I need to place them here. You see the cross point of these 2 vertical lines is showing. I am clicking here. So I have got a copy of these 2 circles. Pressing enter to complete. Now we have learned how to use the copy tool. Suppose I have a line here. Okay, slant line, no problem. Then I am going to copy this drawing. Selected, then pressing enter. Now I am asked to position this drawing so that the center of these 2 circles will match to the end point of this here. So this will be the base point. I will take it, and this point will match here. Click. So I have got a copy of that circle. This way I will do copy. Okay, for the next step I am going to fillet tool. Here you see the arc of radius 80. So I am going to the fillet tool. Click here, then taking the option radius from the command window, clicking on radius option, click, and typing radius value 80 and then enter. Now I am coming here, selecting these 2 outer circles one by one, clicking here and clicking here. So you see I have got this arc, and again I will draw the slant line touching these 2 circles tangentially. For that I am going to line tool. Now I am pressing shift key. Press and hold your shift key, then right click. From here I am taking tangent. Click. Now I am lifting my finger from shift key and taking tangent point here. You see no other O snap are showing. So selecting this outer circle, click. Now O snap is activated again. Again I am pressing and holding shift key. Then I am clicking right mouse button and selecting tangent from here. You see, by clicking click, I have lifted my finger from shift key, and now you see only tangent is showing. So I am clicking here when it is showing deferred tangent, click, then pressing enter. In this way, I have drawn this tangent line over two circles. Then I am going to draw a slant line at an angle 30 degree with the vertical line. For that purpose, I will activate the polar tracking mode. Clicking here, you see I am showing polar tracking. Clicking here, it is on. I have to select the angle intervals. It is 30 already activated. So clicking here, then going to line tool. I have to take start point. I will take the cross point of these two lines. Click, zooming out. You see, I am getting track lines at 30 degree interval. So this track line I will use. You see, it is at 30 degree interval from the vertical line. I am going downward following this track line, clicking here. So I have got a line at an angle 30 degree with respect to this vertical line. I am going to draw a circle. Going to circle tool, click on the circle tool. Here you see, now I am going to draw with circle tool a circle of radius 300. Here it is written, this cyan color circle drawn with center line here. I am going to draw, the center will be here. The circles are concentric. Click, then typing the radius value 300, 300, pressing enter. You see, circle is drawn, but the full length of the circle is not required. For that, I am going to draw a line like this, and with respect to that line, I will trim the upper part. Going to trim tool, then right click to select the cutting edge option. Click, I have selected the cutting edge option. I am taking this line as cutting edge, pressing enter to complete cutting edge selection, then selecting the upper portion of the circle. It is trimmed, pressing enter to come out of the command, and selecting this line and pressing delete key from the keyboard. So it is deleted. Now here also I can apply trim. I am going to draw a rectangle. Here, click. I am going to draw a rectangle around this circle like this. Then I will trim. I have clicked on trim tool, right click for taking cutting edge, selecting this rectangle as cutting edge, pressing enter to complete cutting edge selection, and clicking this line, this line, this line, pressing enter to complete, and just selecting the rectangle and pressing delete key. Here also we can apply this procedure. Going to rectangle tool again. Here you see it is here. Click. Now drawing a rectangle covering the area. Click, and using this rectangle as cutting edge, I am going to trim tool. Click on the trim tool. Right click to get cutting edge option. Click. Then selecting this rectangle as cutting edge, pressing enter. Then selecting these lines. Okay, it is done. Delete the rectangle. Now it is easy to walk, no clumsy area here. I need to draw two circles. Here you see it is a circle, half portion cut. This side the radius are showing. Two circles I need to draw. One is radius 110 and the other is radius 60. So we are going to draw circles. Going to circle tool. I am taking this point as center point. So one with radius 60, pressing 60, then enter. and again enter to activate circle tool, taking this point, click and giving radius 110, 110, pressing enter. Now we see that these two circles we again need to draw, but we have already learned to copy, so we'll use copy tool. Showing you copy tool again, remember it, here it is. So clicking on copy tool, steps are select objects, so I am selecting these two objects like this, click, then pressing enter to complete our selection, enter. Then we have to select a base point. I am taking the center of these two circles as base point, click, because I know this point will have to place where. I have to place the center point at this cross point, click, then pressing enter to complete. Now again we will use the trim tool. Going to trim tool here, remember the position, trim tool is here, clicking on trim tool, right click, take cutting edge option. Here we will take two cutting edge, this line of 30° angle, select, and this vertical line, then press enter. Now I am selecting this way, click here and click here. Now you see with this method I am selecting all the portions we need to cut, click, so they are cut, pressing enter to complete. Now we need to draw some circles. Going to circle tool with radius and center and radius option, clicking on this point. Here you see as the midpoint is showing, we have to be cautious to take this point properly, click, then coming here and clicking here, click, pressing enter to activate circle tool again, clicking here and click here, again circle tool, click here and click here, pressing spacebar, selecting this point as center point and clicking here. So in this way we have drawn the required circles, and now we again have to use trim tool. Going to trim tool, right click, select cutting edge. Again we need to select this line and this line, these two lines as cutting edge, then press enter to complete cutting edge selection. I am clicking here and with this line I am selecting these circles, so this portion is selected, and here also I am taking a point and moving my cursor to the right hand side, zooming here, and up to this I need to trim, so I am clicking here, taking a point, and the imaginary line which is touching all these circles will be act as knife to cut these portions. Okay, it is done, pressing enter. Now we need to fillet this portion with radius 60, this portion you see here. So going to fillet tool, click, right click to take radius option, then press the value 60. So typing 60, then enter, then select this circle and this circle. So this portion is filleted. I need to trim the unwanted portion of the bigger circle here. Click, 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 click. But it is a lengthy procedure. I am again showing. I am going to undo here. Click. Again I am going to trim and taking cutting edge option, right click to take cutting edge option, click, Then selecting this new arc we have drawn as cutting edge, click, and this tangent line as cutting edge, click. Then press enter to complete cutting edge selection and select here or here on the portion of the circle we need to trim, click. So it is done. Now we need to draw this arc with fillet tool. Radius is 160. So going to fillet tool again, click. Then radius, taking radius option from the command window, mouse click on the radius, click. Now I need to put value 160, 160, press enter. Selecting this circle here, click and click. So it is done. Now again we need to trim. Going to trim tool, click, click and click this portion also. So it is done. As the center line is too lengthy, here also we will apply that trim. Draw a rectangle, trim, right click, cutting edge, select the rectangle, enter, click, click, both the portion we have cut, then delete it. And one more cutting, circle tool, taking this point as center point, click, and here I am going to draw a circle, click. Then going to trim directly this portion. So these two lengths will be same and it will look better. Now I am going to erase the bigger circle we have drawn, reference circle. One more trim remaining, click, click. Now as I have completed this drawing and want to save this drawing somewhere else, I will not delete it. So I am going to use move tool. Going here on the modify panel, showing you the position, move tool, here it is, just above the copy tool, clicking on move tool. Now in the command window, it is showing select objects. So I am going to select objects by cross window selection or window selection as you like, clicking here. So all the objects are selected. Now I need to press enter to complete selection. Remember that when command window is saying select objects and we have already completed our selection, then we need to press enter to go to the next step. So I am pressing enter. Now here also we have to select a base point. So the fundamental idea of the base point is that it will be a point holding which we can place our object properly as per our requirement. Suppose I want to place this object in the right side portion here. I am just taking the center point of these two circles, click here and I can place it anywhere, click. So it is placed. In this way we can move anything. Now I am moving this figure also from here, going to move tool, selecting, click. Now it is selected, pressing enter to complete selection, then taking a point somewhere, click and keeping it outside. To place it here, I am clicking here. So we have seen copy and move tool. Now I am going to show you some more example of copy tool. I am taking a vertical line here and suppose I need to copy this line 10 times in the right hand side at a gap of 50 millimeter. So going to copy tool, click, selecting this line, click, then pressing enter to complete selection. Now take a base point here and as our ortho is on, I am moving this to the right hand side and leaving it here, then just typing value 50 and pressing enter. So at 50 distance its copy is done. Then going to 100, press enter, then 150, press enter, 200, press enter, 250, press enter. In this way we can get a copy of this at a certain gap. Just replace the offset tool. Now suppose I have a circle here and I need to place this circle on the top of these lines. So again I am going to copy tool, selecting this circle, pressing enter to complete selection. Now I am taking this quadrant point, click, and switching of ortho, click here, click here, click here, click here, click here, click here. So I have done the copy. Now suppose I need this set of objects many times, then what we will do? I am again going to copy tool, click on copy tool, selecting these hives and leaving the first one, then pressing enter to complete selection, then selecting base point here, click. Now moving in the right hand side, and here I am taking the point, click. Here I am taking the point, click. Here I am taking the point, click. So in this way I have got many copy of the set of the objects, and again I can make copy the total set if I need all these many times. Selected, pressing enter, taking base point here which I have left, click, and pressing here, click. In this way I can make many copies. Going to undo, here, click, click, click. Now suppose I want to move this set of objects in such a way that they will stand on the border line. So going to move tool, click on the move tool, select the objects, pressing enter to complete selection. Now I need to select a base point. So as I know that these objects will stand on the horizontal border line here, so I need to select base point, any of the end point, click here, then going to place it here. Here perpendicular point showing, so we can take this point perfectly, or if I go this side it is showing midpoint, clicking on the midpoint. So they are placed on the line. So in case of copy and move tool, base point selection is very much vital. Next I am going to XLINE. Deleting this. XLINE tool is in the draw panel. It is both side infinite. Actually we are going to draw line. Using line tool, what we have drawn till now is line segment. A line segment has two endpoints, and a line is infinite in both direction. Using XLINE command we can draw that infinite line. I am going to show you. Going to draw panel, clicking on the down arrow. You see here in the down arrow I am clicking, then I am going to pin it here so that it doesn't roll back. I need to use these commands many times, so I have pinned. Now I am going to construction line, that is XLINE tool, showing you the position. It is the construction line tool, clicking on the XLINE, click. Now I need to specify a point. Later on I will take the options in the bracket. I am going to take a point here, click. So I have fixed a point through which this line is passing. It is infinite in the both side, and another point I have to specify. Suppose I need to specify this corner point, click. I need to this line, click. I need to this corner point. In this way, this type of lines we can get, pressing enter, deleting these. This type of construction line we may require where we do not know the actual length. Going to construction line, click. Now we are going to take option horizontal. In the command window you see I am showing HOR for horizontal, VER for vertical, then ANG for angular. So I am going to take horizontal option, click. Now you see our line is horizontal. So I am clicking here. Suppose I know that I need a line through the midpoint. Here, click. If I know any points or any particular position, I can click that point. In this way, I can get number of horizontal X lines. Pressing enter to activate the tool again. Right click. Now vertical option I am taking. I can take vertical X lines. In this way, pressing enter, first deleting all these lines. Okay, next I am going to XLINE tool, taking option angle, click. I can specify an angle. Suppose I am specifying 60, then press enter, typing 60 and then pressing enter. We have got a line at 60-degree angle. If I know the point through which this line will pass, I can click on that point. Suppose this midpoint, click. Suppose this midpoint, click. In this way, I can draw number of lines at a particular angle, pressing enter to complete. Right click, taking repeat X line, going to angle option, angle. Now suppose I need to copy this angle. It is at 30 degree. It is known, but it may be unknown. So I am taking 2 points on this line. Click here and click here. Now you see I have copied this line and I can get number of this line angle is copied. And with the help of trim tool, I can take the portion we required. I will go to trim tool, select cutting edge, select the rectangle and clicking outside here and outside here. So required portion we have taken and the extra portion we have cut. Now again, to activate recent input, XLINE, from here I am taking, then right click, taking angle option. Now I am going to take reference. Here in the command window you see the option is showing reference. It is under angle, or we can take right click. Here reference option is showing, I am selecting it. For reference, I am taking this line. This line is already at 30-degree angle with the horizontal. So I am selecting it as a reference. Now I want to rotate this line again with this angle. Then the total angle will be 30 plus 75, that is 105. For that I am selecting, click here and taking a point here on it. So you see I have got a line. It is at angle 105. Clicking here to place it. Enter to complete. This line which I have selected, is at 105 degree with the horizontal. I have selected this object as reference and then I have used this angle over it, and the result is we have got a line with angle, addition of these two angles, 75 plus 30, 105. Pressing escape to remove this selection, click. One more thing, suppose I need to check the angle of this line. Going to check for dimension. Here I am taking angular. For checking angular, what I need to do, select two lines, this line and this line. Then I need to place the dimension, click, it is placed. In this way I am going to check. Here also you see, selecting this horizontal line and then trying to select this X line, click, but it is not selected. So we cannot take an X line for dimensioning. For that we need to trim it both sides. I am trimming this side and here this side. Now it has become a line segment. I can check the angle of this line, going to angular, dimensioning, selecting this one and this one, and you see if I place the dimension here, it is 105 degree. So one more property we have learned about these X lines. We cannot dimension using this X line, we need to trim it first. Now suppose these X lines we need to use, but the outer portion of the boundary we need to cut at a time. For that we are going to use tool EXTRIM. EXTRIM tool is not available on the ribbon here, so I am going to type it EXTRIM, then pressing enter. Then I need to select a boundary line. I am going to select this rectangle, click, and then I am going to click outside the rectangle. So you see this rectangle have cut all the lines going over it, and as we clicked outside, the outside portion is cut. If we click inside the boundary area, then inside portion will be cut. Showing you the extreme tool again. For that I am going to draw a circle here and then going to ray tool here. It is just at the right hand side of the X line. Here click on the ray tool, showing you the position. So clicking on ray tool, ray it has one endpoint and the other side is infinite. So I am taking the center point as endpoint of the ray and I can click, the other side is infinite. So I am clicking here, 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 this way, just to show you the application of the extreme tool. Now I am going to select the extreme tool. I am not typing it again, right click, then recent input, going right hand side, and here you see extreme is showing EXTRIM. I am selecting it, click, extreme tool is selected, and the boundary I need to select, I am going to select this circle. Then if I click inside the circle, see what happens, click. So all the inside portion is selected and cut. Going to undo this, going to undo, click. Undo is in the quick access toolbar here, and redo also. If I click redo, then it is a redo, undo here. Again I am going to select from recent input extreme. Now selecting this circle as boundary. This time I am going to select outside. Select a point outside, click. The outside portion is cut and the inside portion remaining. So this is the application of XTRIM tool. Okay, now we will continue with the remaining options of XLINE tool. Going to XLINE tool, click on the XLINE tool here, click. We have already discussed horizontal, vertical and angle. Then it is bisect. So going to bisect option, click. Now we need an angle to bisect. So we are going to use the angle drawn here, 75 degree. Okay. For that we need to select the vertex point first, click. Then I am going to take a point over this line, click, and another point on this line, click. Now you see we have divided the angle into two parts with the help of this line, X line. Suppose anywhere we need to use this angle, we don't know, but we have made a bisect of this unknown angle and we need to copy this angular line. In that case we will go to construction line again, then go to angle option and select on 2 points, click here and click here. Now you see we have copied the angle and we can use this line anywhere we want. Pressing escape, deleting all these. Again XLINE tool, click. Then here it is option offset. In command window I am showing the option remaining offset. So selecting offset option by mouse click over it, click. Now we need to place an offset distance. I am taking offset distance 100, 100, pressing enter. Then we need to select a line of which we need to draw offset. Let us take this line, click, and specify side to offset, clicking this side, selecting again, click this side, selecting this tool, click this side. So difference is in offset tool we will get the line of same length and at a specified gap but distance, and here also we are getting lines with specified gap or distance but line is infinite length. So you can take the required portion of these lines and trim the extra part. Press enter to complete. So XLINE tool is completed. Now I am going to discuss SPLINE. Here we have already discussed copy, move, XLINE, extreme, ray. Next is SPLINE. Whenever we need to draw curved lines, we will use SPLINE. It is very useful. Going to the SPLINE in the draw panel, I am showing you the position. Two type of SPLINE we can draw from here. These two. Okay, I am showing you the first one, SPLINE fit. Clicking on it. Now I need to take point, click first point, then second point, then third point, then fourth point, fifth point, sixth point. As many points we want to take, we can take. In this way, smooth curves we can draw, pressing enter to complete. Again I am showing click, 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 and if I press escape, what happens? It is not done. So to complete SPLINE we have to always press enter. Suppose in case of line tool I am clicking here, clicking here, clicking here, we have drawn these two lines. Now I can press escape key to complete the command, to come out of the command. But in case of SPLINE we need to press enter key to complete, otherwise it will not stay. Suppose I am pressing enter, it is now again pressing enter to enter the tool, click, 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 click. Okay, then pressing escape key, but it will not exist. So remember this. Okay, now SPLINE, this one SPLINE fit we have used. I am selecting this by mouse click. You see these grips are showing, and we can edit this SPLINE through these grips. See here, I am moving my cursor on those grips. I am moving my cursor on this blue grip. When the cursor is placed properly, it is light red. I am clicking on it. Now it is deep red. I can move, I can edit this point. Now if I click here, it will be here. Again I am showing, placing my cursor on it. It is light red, that means it is properly placed. Then clicking to fix the cursor, clicking to fix the cursor, click. Now I have got it and I can place it anywhere. Here suppose, click. I want to place it here, suppose, click. In this way I can edit, pressing delete key. Now I am going to SPLINE CV, clicking here just at the right hand side of the SPLINE. I have showing you the position again. Here SPLINE CV, clicking on it, drawing SPLINE, click, click. I am going to click here, click, but you see this point is not taken. Click, click, click. So anywhere, if we want this type of action, we can use this option of SPLINE, pressing enter to complete. Here also I can edit. If I click on it, the points showing here, placing my cursor on it and click on it, then moving it, I can edit this SPLINE as per our requirement. So these two type of editing we can do. Here a blue grip down arrow is coming. I am selecting this one. You see here is fit and control vertices. So control vertices are showing. If I want to change to fit, I can click here. Now they are converted into fit and I can get these grips and I can edit. This is vice versa, and showing you one application of SPLINE. Going to SPLINE, taking this point, switching on ortho first, taking a point here, 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 and clicking here, then pressing enter. Then going to edit it properly, selecting this point grip, place it here, place it here, place it here, place it here. So it is done. We can do this type of drawing with the SPLINE. Okay, our next option is polygon. Going to polygon tool, we have already learned how to draw rectangle, but regular polygon like square, pentagon, hexagon, heptagon, we can draw with the option polygon. I am going to draw panel and going to rectangle. Here just at the right hand side of the rectangle there is a down arrow. I will click on that, click. Now you see two options came, rectangle and polygon. If I select the polygon, now it is showing polygon, so I am clicking on polygon tool. Now you see what options are coming in the command window. Command window is instructing us to enter the number of the sides. Suppose we need to draw a square, so number of side is 4. I have typed 4, then press enter. Now we need to specify the center of the polygon or edge option. I am first taking the edge option, right clicking, and from here I am taking edge option, click, taking first point of the edge, click. Now you see it is not fixed with the movement of the mouse, click, but it is a square without dimension. I am going to draw with dimension. Again I am going to polygon tool, number of sides 4 already given, so I am just pressing enter. In command window it is showing in bracket. I have just pressed enter to step jump. Now I am going to edge option, selecting from command window by mouse click. Now taking first endpoint, then going to ortho mode. Now I need to type a value. Suppose I am typing 175, then pressing enter. So I have drawn a square of side length 175. Next I am going to draw a pentagon, going to polygon, number of sides 5 I am giving, pressing enter. This time I am taking edge option again, taking first endpoint. You see polygon is coming this way. If I click in the vertical direction, it will come this way. I need to just specify the length, so I am specifying the length 200, pressing enter. So this pentagon came. Now I will show the other options. For that I am drawing a circle here, taking center point here, and radius I am taking 300, pressing enter. So it is a circle of radius 300. Now applying polygon tool, going to polygon tool, click, number of sides 5, okay, no problem, then press enter to keep it 5. Now I am taking the other option, specify center of the polygon. You see I am showing the command window, specify center of the polygon. Edge option we have already learned, so I am taking the center of the circle as center of the polygon, clicking here. Now another two options came, inscribed in circle and circumscribed about circle. I am showing you inscribed in circle, so I am going to take this option first. I am taking right click, inscribed in circle. Now you see the polygon is coming. What I need to specify radius of the circle. In command window it is showing specify radius of the circle. So, and you see an imaginary line, yellow imaginary line is coming on screen, which is showing the radius of the circle within which the polygon will be drawn. I am clicking here at the quadrant point. So as the radius of the circle here is 300 and this length I have specified by mouse click, it is 300. Again I am showing this, making a copy of the circle here, pressing enter, going to polygon tool, number of sides 5, so press enter, then taking center point here, inscribed option I am taking by mouse click. I need to specify the length of the radius, so I am typing 300, then press enter. Now you see the polygon is drawn inside this circle of the same size, and here I have taken manually a point. So the polygon is drawn inside a circle, the radius of which I have specified, and now I am going to the other option, polygon tool, number of sides 5, then center of the polygon, taking here, click at the center of the circle, circumscribed option I am taking. Click. Now I need to specify the radius of the circle. Again I am typing 300, pressing enter. In this case you see circle is inside. Here I am drawing a line. Click here and click here. So I have specified this 300 millimeter length, and the arm of the polygon is just tangentially touching this point. Here in this case of circumscribed, I have specified the polygon inside which the circle is drawn. This type of polygon can be drawn with this circumscribed option when this length is known to us, or if the radius, if the center and the vertex length, this length is known, we can use inscribed option. So for today our class is complete. We have completed all these commands and we have drawn this figure. So keep on practicing at home, and we'll meet again in the next class, part 7. Thank you for watching my video, and if you like my video, if you find it beneficial for you, please subscribe my channel and share with your friends. Thank you. Goodbye.